Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's Jalexia. So today I'm going to do a slight get ready with me. I'm really not going anywhere, but I just wanted to record today, so that is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start this video by taking my glasses off. Can't do anything on your face with them glasses on. I'm going to brush my eyebrows in one direction. I like to start with my eyebrows first because it helps. If you mess up, you can always cover and clean up anything with your foundation. So I left my spoolie somewhere. I couldn't find it, so I decided to use the brush that came in a pack with some eyeshadow. So I'm going to use this brow pomade from ColourPop, and it is in the shade Black and Brown, I think. I ordered offline. It was like $6. It was cheaper, so it was cheaper than Anastasia, however you pronounce her name. It was cheaper than hers, and I really needed some, so I just decided to order that, and it works very fine for me. So I'm going to take some of this, and you only use a little at a time. A little goes a long way, so I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it on my brows. And I kind of like a darker brow, so I go a little deeper with color. My eyebrows aren't arched, they aren't cleaned up, so I'm really having to trace them to the best of my ability. And I'm just going to take my concealer. After this process, I'm going to take my concealer and I'm going to clean up. And concealer, depending on how your concealer is, or the consistency of your concealer, it will cover any hairs that you have on your face. So I like using LA Pro concealer, and it covers it up well, to me, in my opinion. I like their concealer. So I'm going to do my other brow, and this brow is kind of like, it has sparse areas. This is like the worst eyebrow to get waxed. After you get it waxed, this one looks uneven. So I like when it kind of grows in fuller, because it just, I don't know, it just looks better, because it was looking a little scary when it was thin. So I'm going to fill that one in. Once again, I like to start with the top of my brow, and I'm going to do the bottom part, or the bottom portion. I'm going to take this LA Girl Pro Concealer. It's in this shade Toffee, and I'm going to clean up my brows. This concealer is hard to find. I got it from my local beauty supply store. I had to go to 3 of my local beauty supply stores before I got to a beauty supply store that had the concealer. They run out of this color, this shade fast, and any other darker shades. They run out of those real quick. I've been trying to search the internet and see if I can find websites that provides this specific concealer, and I have found a few, so that's good. I'm gonna take a angled brush, and this is what I love to use to do my concealer under my brows. So I'm going to take that brush, and I'm going to put some concealer on the back of my hand. It just helps me do my brows faster. You can always use the brush that comes with your concealer, but I find that to make a little bit of a mess, and it's easy to mess up using that brush because it's so big. In this portion, I'm going to show you how I clean that concealer out of my brow without taking off the whole brow. So I'm going to just take that brush once again, and I'm going to brush that concealer out of my brow. Then I'm going to take my brow pomade, and I am going to put that back where it belongs. So after you do that, you can go ahead and put your concealer on your other eyebrow. I'm going to continue to put that on my brow bone. I think that's the correct term to use, brow bone. I'm going to put the concealer on my brow bone, and I am going to clean this brow up. Sometimes I like to put it on the top of my eyebrow, but I learned that when doing that, you can get flashback, and a lot of it, if you don't put your foundation, if you don't cover your foundation on top of it, if you don't do that completely, you can get a lot of flashback. You want to take a sponge or something to blend out this product, and I have it's like a mini Real Techniques sponge, but it has a specific name for it, but I don't know what to call it. I got this from a pack of Real Technique sponges, and I got that pack from Kohl's. So now in this portion of my video, I'm just going to speed things up a little bit because I'm basically doing the same thing to the other brow that I did to the other one. But in this part of the video, I'm going to add some more product because I like for my concealer to stand out a bit. Neighbors think I'm selling dope. The neighbors think I'm selling dope. So now in this portion of my video, I'm going to take my Kat Von D Lock It foundation in the color Deep 78 Neutral. And this foundation works very well. I got it from Sephora. It was $30, or it might have been a little more. I think it was a little more, but it was around the 30 range. So it covers really well. It works better if you use a brush. So I'm just going to take this brush, which is the same brush that I did my eyebrows with, and I'm going to place it on my face in the areas that it needs to go on. So now I'm going to take this Real Techniques brush, and I actually forgot the name of this brush, but it is the only one that I could find that came out of a pack that I got for Christmas. The brush, I think the whole pack might have been $28 or $30, 28 maybe, and I also got those from Kohl's. So I'm going to take that, and like I said, this foundation works very well with brushes, so I'm going to take that and I'm going to apply it on all the areas of my face. I'm going to be careful going around those brows because you can easily mess those up. I'm not going to put it completely under my brow because I still want to have that highlight, but I did put a little bit of it underneath there. So then I'm going to take my original Real Technique sponge, and I have had this sponge for forever, and I'm going to take that, and I just like to use that to blend out the perimeter of my face. Anytime that you use any sponge, you want to make sure that it is damp. You don't want to drench your sponge, but you would like to wet it and wring it out well. It helps avoid the little streaks that may come in on your foundation when using sponges. So you would like to make sure that it is damp. So now we're going to move on to the eyes. I have this Wet n Wild Beauty book that I got for Christmas. It came as a Christmas set, so I'm going to use that, and I'm going to take this orange shade, and I like to use that as my base color. When doing your eyeshadow or any transition color, you like to start off with a lighter color eyeshadow first. When starting off with a lighter shade, it prevents you from having too much eyeshadow on. It is better when you can build your eyeshadow up. So I just switched over to a different Wet n Wild blending brush, and this one works better. It's smaller, and all of my Wet n Wild brushes, I got them from Dollar Tree for $1. So now I'm going to just go back into that beauty book, and I'm going to go in with a darker brown shade. This is going to kind of smoke it out and give it that fall look. So I'm going to put some of that on both of them. Like I said, you always want to build your eyeshadow up, never start too deep. That is exactly why I put some of that product on that brush to my other eye, so it wouldn't be too dark. So when using different colors, you would like to blend. Blending helps without making it look like you used a lot of colors. So you're going to continue to blend, and you're going to make your transition shades very smooth. I like to have that line underneath my eyebrow so I know not to go up too far. And then at the end of the video, you will see how I blend my concealer under my brow to my eyeshadow. So now I'm going to take my Jumbo Pencil by NYX. It is in the color Milk. And I'm going to put that on, like the lid part is acting as a base for my foiled eyeshadow. It makes it stand out bold. Anytime you use white and you put a color on top of it, it makes your color appear brighter.
I guess the neighbors think I'm selling dope, selling dope, selling dope, selling dope, selling dope. Okay, the neighbors think I'm selling dope. I guess the neighbors think I'm selling dope. Selling dope. Neighbors think I guess the neighbors think I'm selling dope. I guess the neighbors think I'm selling.
At this point in the video, you can actually stop if this is how you want your eyeshadow to look. I would just recommend that you put a base color on top, which can be a white or a tan, to cover up that Milk pencil and set it. And then I will blend it out a little bit with that brown, that deeper brown shade. So now I'm just trying to find a color that I think will look fall-y. So I'm going to take this green foil eyeshadow color. This is a really beautiful green, and I'm going to take that and put it right on top of that white Milk pencil. So after you get finished applying your foiled eyeshadow, you will like to go back in with that blending brush and blend for your life. You would like to make your transitions as smooth as possible. You do not want any harsh lines. If you like your eyeshadow bold, then by all means do you, but I like to blend my eyeshadow out. So now I'm going in with that green color that I had before from that BH Cosmetics foil eyeshadow palette. I'm just going to go in here and brighten up that green because I felt that when I blended it out, it got a little dull. So now I'm going to take my L'Oreal Pro palette, and I also got this palette from Kohl's. It was, I think, $40, and it's very pigmented, and I'm going to take that light brown color and I'm going to apply that on top of that deeper brown that I put up there from the beauty book, and their shades are very pigmented. And now I'm just going to take this liquid eyeliner that I got from Dollar Tree. I think it is also by Wet n Wild. And I'm going to take that and apply it to my lash line. And this will hide the lash band that is going to be on the falsies that I put on. So I'm going to apply that same liquid eyeliner to my other eye, and I can always do good on one eye and then I will mess up on the other one. It always happens, it never fails. So it turned out good, but it wasn't dark enough, so I went in and this is when I messed up. Okay, so now I'm going back in with that Real Techniques brush, and I'm going to apply a darker brown eyeshadow. I could not find my contour palette, so I'm going to use that brown eyeshadow to contour my face. I don't like to go very deep with my contour. I just like to do it enough, and I like for my makeup to look natural. This is the part of the video where I clean up that concealer from looking so harsh. I'm going to take a clean Wet n Wild brush, and I forgot the name of this brush. It might be a regular shadow brush, but I'm just going to take that and I'm going to blend out that concealer, but I'm not going to leave it like that. I'm going to go back in with my blending brush and I'm going to blend that brown eyeshadow, and it's going to kind of fade in with my concealer. Okay, so in this part of the video, I'm going to be highlighting in the corners of my eyes with that LA Pro concealer. And I only like to do it in the corner of my eyes and on the bridge of my nose because, like I said, if you highlight too much and you do not blend it out completely, you will be left with some mean flashback in your pictures. So now I'm going to be using the Revlon Dramatic Definition mascara. I got this from Walmart. It was on sale for $2, I think. I got it a while back, but I'm just now really using it. So and before I apply my lipstick, I am going to wipe my lips off with a napkin. I don't like to have those colors from my foundation mixing in with my lipstick. So I'm just going to wipe that off. So now I'm going to be applying my Script Lash Adhesive by Kiss to my falsies. I got this lash glue from Walmart. It was $5, and I also got these lashes from Walmart. They were, I think, $8 or $9. They came in a pack of 5. I do not remember the name of these lashes, but they're very beautiful. They're long. If you do not like long lashes, I suggest that you go with a shorter lash, or maybe you can just stop at the point of the mascara. So I couldn't find my brown liner pencil, so I am taking that brow pomade from ColourPop and I'm outlining the line of my lips with that black and brown shade. So now I'm going to take this liquid lipstick that I got from my local beauty supply store and I'm going to apply that in my lips. This is by the brand Ruby Kiss and it is called Forever Matte and it is in the color Trust Me. So now I'm back and I have them closed and I look decent. So I'm going to take that Eco Styler gel and I have a toothbrush and I'm going to do my edges with that. But first I'm going to untie my hair, and I made a braid ponytail yesterday and I'm just going to take that and I'll put that around the rubber band that's always the hair tie that's already in my hair, and I'm just going to take that braid and I'm twist it around so I want it to go on the other side. You flip it and then you bring your hair through a portion of the braid, and that's how you do that. So now I'm going to take this toothbrush that I only use for my edges and I am going to sway my edges, swipe them, bring down my baby hairs, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to do that to my edges and make them look nice and neat. So now I'm going to take this highlighter palette that I also got from BH Cosmetics when it was on sale, And I'm going to do my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, and my cupid's bow. So now we have our final look. I have hair and makeup done and I am ready to slay. So I'm going to put these glasses on that I also ordered online. I'm going to put my glasses on and I am going to slay. And slay. And slay. I have nowhere to go, but like I said, this was just a video that I've been wanting to do to show people how I do my makeup. And here it is. And this is the final look, and I hope that the video wasn't too long.
Strip club anthem, nigga, what's up?
Young Money.
Yeah. Me and Mike Will pull up the AOD back to back. Them AMG 63s. I tell all my hoes, rake it up, break it down.